Hello, Sincere. I just wanted to give you some feedback to your PowerPoint presentation. First of all, I'm just looking at it when I download it from Moodle. Uh, it looks good, the title slide, the information. I would put this more in vertical order. So, I don't know, find a way to do that if you can. Now, I know your title is just very, very long, so I'm not sure how you're going to do that. If not in vertical, maybe you can put it somewhere here. Maybe here, Sincere group date, maybe like that with smaller font. It's just a little bit strange when it's all like that, when it's all kind of horizontal. But anyways, that's a very small point. I like your slide design throughout the presentation. So very nice use of the space. Overall, very good. Now, the first issue, let's talk about plagiarism. Here, it's showing me that there is a high similarity score. I'm assuming this is your own paper. I'm assuming this is something that you yourself have submitted, and Turnitin is flagging it up as plagiarized. This is probably your own words from another paper. Maybe you submitted in your writing or reading, I'm not sure where, but you see how it flags this whole chunk of text. Now, I don't know what to say about this. It says that the plagiarism is coming from a student who is student paper submitted to Nazarbayev University. I'm guessing it's you. Just to be on the safe side, I would try and paraphrase. And there is another reason why you should paraphrase. A lot of these chunks that have been flagged, they're whole sentences. And in your slides, you should just do bullet points. Just like here. You know, just bullet points, not long sentences. So, effective strategies. That's all you need to say. Effective strategies, language skills, adaptation. That's all. So when you see those bullet points and you are speaking in front of the audience on the day of the presentation, you know that you need to talk about effective strategies of how to improve English language and how to adapt to the new environment, right? So that's what I would recommend. Bullet points is much better than long sentences anyways. You see? And here you could just do difficulties, and again 3 bullet points: cultural, linguistics, socio-psychological, right? There should be less horizontal text and more vertical bullet points. Okay. Let's go back from the beginning. This is a good slide. Now here, the introduction should really be an introduction to yourself. Your name, who you are, what your future goals, and what your interests are. Remember, this presentation is about you. It's not about a topic. It's about you as a researcher, why you're interested in this topic, what you're going to do in the future with this research, right? So when you say introduction, it really should be a self-introduction, okay? And that should be on the slide. Again here, I like the design of your slide, the way they look, that's good, but again, it's just long sentences, this one. University management is fine, but look at these long sentences. It should be just very brief bullet points, okay? And this again, this long sentence here, right? So make sure you reduce the text and make it very easy on the eye. Now, after you have introduced yourself, you have 3 minutes to say what you're interested in, what your goals are, what your future ambitions are. The next thing you should do is talk about 2 sources. Now, I'm not very sure, is this your discussion of the two sources? One of them is Baimodina and the other one is Valieva. Now, I'm not very sure, it doesn't become clear because all of those slides are entitled Overview. I think it might be useful to say overview of source 1 and then overview of source 2. I think that'll be easy. And then this should be probably a different title. Or is it back to the second source? I'm not very sure. But you see, it's the same title and it's kind of confusing. Do you see what I'm saying? So, but I like this. Oh yeah, it is Valieva. So what you can do, you can say overview of source 2. And here, overview of source 2 continued. That's it. Now, okay, so you're going to use this graph, which is basically pretty straightforward. It's about the participants. I would say this information is fine, but the graph is not very interesting. It's just kind of a statistic about who is from where, right? All these returnees, where they're from, and the 3 countries. If you can find something a little bit more exciting, I think that would be more interesting to put in the graph. If, however, you want to use this information, you can just do a pie chart. A pie chart would be really good. You remember those pie charts in different colors? You can make one of you on your own. So Uzbekistan would be the largest, and then Mongolia and China would be sort of equal, and then there'd be other countries. It's very easy to see in a pie chart where these participants are coming from, if you want to do that. And then you can say adapted from Valieva and so forth. So you're both using a visual aid, but you're also making a bit of an effort to adapt the information, which is easy for the audience to see. Because I mean, you see how many numbers there are here. It's just kind of too much stuff going on. Again, you could do one pie chart on the left hand side about the origin of these people, and another pie chart about their gender or about their age, whatever you want to do. But because the age is kind of very similar, it might be better to just do gender. I don't know, it's up to you what you want to do. Maybe 2 pie charts, one next to the other, not too cluttered, would be easy. And then of course you will have the opportunity to say, as you see on the left hand side, you can use all of that language. If you want to do that, I'm not saying this is a bad graph, it's just a little bit kind of not very exciting. Summary is okay, but once again, we don't need these long sentences here. Q&A, fine. And then you have your reference list. Okay, everything looks good to me, but just from what I'm seeing here, it looks like it's all about the issue. Make sure that it's about you, your interest, and even when you talk about the sources, you're mostly going to talk about how they shaped your research interests. So you can say, Valieva was a very important source for me because I learned about effective strategies that could be used to improve the English language skills to the new environment. There are some very interesting concepts that Valieva and her colleagues, I guess in English you could say that Valieva and her colleagues have shared, and these are blah 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 and blah. Okay, you know your topic. So like that. Do you see what I'm saying? It should really be focused on you and less on this is my presentation, this is my topic, and these are my sources. But everything looks good to me. I would say make bullet points out of these long horizontal chunks of text, and this is good both to avoid plagiarism. I know it's probably plagiarism from yourself, but I'm not sure who is going to grade this, so it doesn't say it's from you here, it just says student's paper submitted to Nazarbayev. So just to be on the safe side, make bullet points to avoid plagiarism and also to make it easy on the eye, right? Because nobody wants to see horizontal lines of text. Okay, but this is a very good start, and I know you will do a good job in your presentation. Just remember, it's about you, not about a topic. Okay, good luck, Simser.